Hey, I got a request. Someone wanted to see my compost pile for the stuff I use for my mangoes. So I wanted to do this real quick. On this side of the pile here, I've got fresh grass clippings along with cardboard. I'll tear up chunks of cardboard like that. And whatever else I can find, wood and stuff to put in there. Coffee grounds, what have you. All the kitchen scraps, all the vegetable scraps. This is kind of two piles in one. This side here is all the fresh grass clippings, and then this stuff over here is a month or two old. Now for a long time my compost looked like that pile over there. That's all stuff that's too big for me to chip. I just bought a chipper about a month ago, a cheap little junk one, but it works. But anyway, when it was piled like that, nothing was composting at all. But once I got the chipper, it just made all the difference in the world. Here, I'll stick a pitchfork in here and show you some of the worms here in a minute. But really kicks off my compost, besides chipping it, as you can see here, I'll head out into the woods and gather up leaves, and all this white stuff down here, that is leaf mold. That's full of all the good microbes that you want that'll kick off your compost. And the plants, you know, the mangoes love it. And then I'll go out and I'll gather these chunks of logs and stuff that are almost rotten already. And when you chip this, it practically turns to dirt. So it really kicks off everything really good. So I'm gonna set the camera in the tripod and take a fork out of here, a pitchfork, and show you what my compost looks like inside. And then I'll try to show you what it's like chipping this, but my battery on my camera is almost dead. So if I unplug it to plug in my chipper, I don't know how long it'll last, but we'll check it out. Oh, and you can even see I've got a mango growing up right there from that seed. I don't know if you can make that out. It's right there is a mango seed coming up, but I'll chip that again too. Anyway, let me set this down. Okay, I just zoomed this in. Let me see if this will work. This is my older compost. I flip that up and over. Don't see a lot of worms, but let me check this out again. Okay, you can see the worms crawling all around. They're pretty quick to get back in though. I got some of those Asian jumping worms that everybody says it's no good for your garden, but they love my compost, so I'm good with that. Anyway, that's what the finished product looks like. If I come out at the center and pull it over, usually it's steaming a bit in the morning, but it's already warming up. The worms don't like it in the middle where it's hot. But otherwise, there's my compost. Now I'll try chipping some of this other stuff and show you what it looks like. Okay, I just ran some of the leaves through the chipper, and you can see it doesn't chip the leaves up really small, but it does break them up from their original size. So that helps it out. I meant to turn on the video while I was doing that, but anyway, that's just with the leaves. It just breaks them down, adds the leaf mold. Now I will do some of the old rotten wood here. Get this plugged in. Now you can see with this stuff, when it comes out, it's practically dirt already. It's wood chips, but it's all full of microbes because the wood was already rotten. So in addition to that, and the cardboard and the fresh clippings, you know, they love banana peels. The worms love the banana peels. But that's basically the whole makeup of my compost. When I don't have compost ready, I'll gather up the leaves to get their leaf mold. I'll boil some molasses and put it in a bucket full of water with the leaves, put the lid on it and let it sit for 3 or 4 days, and you'll see it start getting a film on the top full of microbes, and then you just use that to water your plants with. That's a good way to do it when you don't have access to a whole bunch of compost. Anyway, good luck with your mangoes. Well, I just finished chipping most of what was in those buckets. You can see it's very fine. The dark stuff is more of the older bark. The white stuff is more of the core of the branches. If I was chipping regular pieces of branches that were freshly cut, they'd be a lot bigger than this. But since it's already old and almost composted, you know, it's already 80% there. So I'll just throw this into my fresh side of my compost pile, shred up these boxes, and in a month it's good to go.